Welcome back to my channel, Sunshine Shoulders. I'm Calvin. Thank y'all so much for stopping by again today. The good life in the Philippines on about 1,500 US dollars per month. Can it be done? Absolutely. There are some sacrifices you have to make. There are some things that you have to do. This is what I want to talk about today. I live in San Carlos City, Negros Occidental. We're about 4 hours north of Dumaguete. It's a small city. And small city life is not for everybody, but it could be for you. But it's one way for you to save money because 9 times out of 10, the cost of living is going to be a lot less than in one of the bigger cities. One way that I save money here is I go to the places where the prices are marked clearly. I don't have to worry about the skin tax, the kin tax, or none of that. It's usually the grocery store. And I usually shop about once a week. I'll spend about 3,000 pesos, just like we are today. And, you know, people talk about the Philippines being a third world country or developing country. Well, look at this. Every store I've ever been to is fully stocked. But one way is to move to a small city, and a lot of people don't like that. But I love living in a small city. There's no traffic. There's not a whole lot to do. Well, actually, it is. You just have to go search for it. But number one, move to a small city. Number two, shop where the prices are clearly marked. Number three, when you do go to the market, let your woman buy everything. Even though I'm with her, she's got the money. And at the market, this is how I save a lot of money. We save a lot of money, rather, because you can buy just what you need. It's not like in Save More or one of the other grocery stores where you have to buy the pack. You got to buy everything. Here, if you only need a quarter kilo of beans, that's all you have to buy. You don't have to buy the whole kilo. Also, you know, eating clean here is very easy if that's something you're trying to do. Now, vegetables and fruit here is not cheap. The biggest part of your budget, I'm talking about outside your woman, we're not talking about your woman, is going to be your food. You're usually going to pay about 1.5 to 2 times more than your rent for your food. Just depends, though, on how many people it is in your family. But I like this market in Dumaguete because it's clean. It's organized. You got, you know, your seafood here. Then you're going to see your pork and chicken behind. And then to the left, you're going to see the vegetables and fruit. But eating clean is something that I would suggest that you try to do to the best of your ability. But everybody knows Maryland here. So I always let her go. This is my first time being in the market. I'm talking about, it's been a couple of years. Because here's who we normally get the fish from. And I didn't even recognize him. He's let his hair grow out. But of course, they recognize me. But I hadn't been here for a long, long time. As you can see, it's clean. And we only buy from one vendor. If you're going to buy fish, find you somebody you can trust. Somebody who's not trying to cheat you. Honest, which most of them are. And get it from one person. That way you're always going to get a good price. But yeah, you can certainly live in the Philippines on 1,500 US per month. That 1,000, I'm not even going to talk about that anymore. You have to account for inflation and everything, man. We've been on that $1,000 a month for a long, long time. But here's where you can save a lot of money here. By buying just what you need. Let your woman do it. Our electricity bill is probably about, it averages less than $200 a month. Now, the good thing about living in a place like San Carlos City, like I said, the cost of living is going to be lower. This is one of the cleanest cities in all the Philippines. It always is in the top 3. But there's an apartment complex here. And I got a video on one of my, I got a video on my channel, actually about 2 videos. It used to be 10,000 per month for a 1 bedroom. Now it's 12,000, but the 12,000 per month includes the Wi-Fi and the internet. Now you pay a little bit of for the electric and of course the water, and then that's it. But the next thing I'm going to talk about is a simple life. See, when you live in a place like this, life is simple. Not a whole lot of malls. We have one mall, and I'm going to show you that later on in the video. And it's you're probably familiar with the Gaisano family name. We have a Gaisano mall here, but it's not one of those big gigantic Gaisano malls that you'll see in Cebu or Manila. But a simple life here, man. Most of the time, you know, an old guy like me, most of my time is spent at home. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. And then I'll go to the gym. I'll do my walking in the morning. I do a lot of screwing now. That's why I stay at home. But it's a simple life. And see, Maryland, because remember, your woman is your greatest expense. She eats in places like this. These little carinderias right here with her friends. Simple stuff. Like they wanted to invite me for breakfast today with coffee and everything like that. No. But I declined. But normally Maryland would be here with them. And you're talking about breakfast might be 60 pesos. You know, the good thing about, you know, dating a woman who's mature, you know, Maryland's 43, it keeps the cost down, you know, even though, you know, we've got 3 kids. But yeah, live a simple life, man. But to talk about whether it can be done, it can be done. You know, you're not going to be able to skirt chase. You're not going to be able to eat out every damn night, which that's why we're here. We eat out maybe once or twice a month. That saves a lot of money, ladies and gentlemen, when you come over here in the Philippines. You know, it's the same saying. When Rome you do as the Romans do. I learned so much from the locals. I don't buy a whole lot of clothes here either. Only for Booby. And because see, Maryland, she shops at the Okai store. But Booby and them will buy their stuff out of a place like this. You know, shorts, tank tops, underwear, socks. And it's cheap. I mean, it's very, very cheap. But, you know, I've been here for a long time, man. And that's why I'm going to do videos like this, just to try to help the new man and woman who's new here, who has plans on coming to the Philippines. Here's an Okai place. And Maryland's staying there all day. That's where she buys her clothes. She's trying to be shy. She's a beautiful little young girl. When I say young, I mean, you know, 20-something. But see, eating clean here, and you notice this isn't in the market. So their prices may be a little bit higher because they're paying rent for these stalls. But yeah, you can live on $1,500 very comfortably in San Carlos City. Even if you were to buy a motorcycle. See here, one of the things about living in a small city like this, they'll give you credit on like a motorcycle, or even, you know, everybody's driving those 3-wheelers, even the golf carts here, if that's what you wanted to do. But yeah, there's benefits to living in a small city like this. You see, there's no traffic. Even though this is Sunday, if you come here on Monday, Friday, whatever it is, there's no traffic. And everybody knows everybody. Now they treat me like a celebrity here. I don't care where I go. People know who I am here in San Carlos City. That's one of the reasons I'm staying. I'm not going to roll the dice and go somewhere else where people may not like me. Here they really like me and everybody knows me. But this is where I shop, save more, you know. I just decided to kind of make this video and show you San Carlos City at the same time. We shop with the locals. That's another way for you to save money. Like that barber shop there. Haircut here is what, 50 pesos, 60 at the most. Maryland cuts my hair, but whenever I have to, and they charge 60, I give them 200. Now this place here, Belladama, it's one of the newer hotels. It's not new, but it's one of the newer ones here in St. Carlos City. According to my friend Tony from South Carolina, the food is really good too. We've never stayed here before, even though we know the woman who owns this place. She works out at the gym that we go to. But yeah, this is a little small town, man. This isn't the province. People think I live in the province. It's not. St. Carlos City is actually a Class 2 city. Now, how they figure that out, I haven't figured it. I mean, how did they determine this? I haven't figured it out. Because me and Merlin was looking it up. It has something to do with your income, the taxes, and just a combination of things. But this is a Class 2. And to give you an idea, Dumagetti's Class 3. So this is actually a higher rated city than Dumagetti, even though Dumagetti has a whole lot more to do, has that boulevard, the big malls and everything. Dumagetti is expat alley. But they have about the same amount of people in the city proper. It's about 130,000. But Dumagetti has close to 500,000 people coming in and out of there on a daily basis with tourists, students, visitors. But y'all can keep that traffic in Dumagetti. Friend of mine, shout out Sammy Davis, he's thinking about moving to Dumagetti. I like Dumagetti, but after living here for almost 7 years, it'd be a culture shock if I moved to Dumagetti. And all that traffic, and I mean, when you're in those tricycles there, you can smell all the smog and the fumes. So you don't get that here. You get nothing but fresh air. But here's the Gisano Mall I was telling y'all about. When you go in here and see, like I said, if this place keeps you honest, St. Carlos City does, because there's really not a whole lot of places where you can spend your money. This is our mall right here. Now, this is another eating place here, Mom's, but she's got a hotel behind there too. Some of my subscribers have stayed there before. And of course, M. Lawyer, where you can send yourself money. Palawan is next to it. You know, a lot of people come to the Philippines and want to open up restaurants. I don't understand why. There's a restaurant on every corner here. They may lack a whole lot of stuff, but not eating places. Even inside this mall, Gisano Mall, there's a bunch of restaurants. But Maryland, a lot of these places were Maryland's clients. Like this place here, I'm going to show you. It's another chicken place. I thought I was going to show it to you. Maybe I didn't. But it's an inner South place. That was one of her clients. But yeah, I love this simple life over here. It's a good life, though. I wouldn't change it for anything. Anytime you come see me in St. Carlos City, we'll come through here. And you'll see, look at all the shade. And remember, we're in the city proper. This is like, we're going downtown right now. And this McDonald's that's coming up, it's only been in St. Carlos City for about 10 years. I've been in St. Carlos City almost 7, and I met a gentleman, him and his wife, he was retired from the Air Force. They lived in St. Carlos City for 10 years. They've moved back to Jacksonville, Florida since then. But he said before this McDonald's was built, and the Jollibee, there's 2 Jollibees right across the street from each other here. He said they would drive all the way to Bacolod for a hamburger, and he'd do that every Sunday. But now, you know, you got McDonald's, you got Jollibee. And if they build that airport here, which ain't no if, when they build that airport, this is going to be another Dumagetti type city, except I think it'll be on a whole other level than Dumagetti. Because St. Carlos City is so much cleaner than Dumagetti. It doesn't have all the colleges that Dumagetti has. You know, people think that, oh, you know, people in Dumagetti, they stuck up. They're really not. You just got a lot of those college students. They come from good families. You couple that with all those foreigners. They're used to seeing foreigners. You're nothing new to them. There's a lot of young men there. So you may not feel like, you're getting the red carpet treatment, but I've never had a problem in Dumaguete. But here in San Carlos City, you're going to get that red carpet treatment. Very few foreigners here. They're spread out. Now, there's City Mall right there. We used to shop there. It's not a whole lot there. There's a Jollibee, the Chow King, NSL restaurant. But there was a grocery store there before. They had a Save More there. It's gone. But if you plan on coming to the Philippines with about $1,500 US per month, you got to live a simple life. It doesn't mean a boring life. It's just a simple life.
This is just the other side of Gasano.
Remember about 8 minutes from here, there's a Sapaway Island. And we go there about once or twice a month. They got some resorts over there. But I shop with the locals. I go where the prices is clearly marked. I let Maryland go to the market. We try to eat as clean as we possibly can. I don't go a whole lot of places, man. Most of the time, I'm at home. If I'm not at home, I'm at the gym. I'm walking. It's not a whole lot, really, for old men to do here. I mean, what do you think an old man's going to do? Now, I got to shout out to my friend Mo. And he's a free diver. And, other people who, they have hobbies over here. They play tennis. We've got a tennis center here right up the street here with clay courts. A lot of people scuba dive, they hike. Shout out to Patrick. I believe Patrick is in Thailand now. But you don't have to be bored here, but it can certainly be done. I mean, I used to go back and forth with people, on that $1,000 a month, because that's pushing it with 1,000, but 1,500. Absolutely. So thank y'all so much for stopping by. I wanted to introduce y'all to my city. We're on our early morning walk. We do this every morning. Merlin walks with me on the weekends, but I do this every morning. If you're in America, if you're in the Philippines, wherever you are, find your heart to help somebody. Not a day goes by and I don't help somebody. Because if I don't know anything else, I know this one thing for sure. We help other people, we help ourselves. Take care. Stay safe, stay out of trouble. I'll see you next time. Don't do anything stupid. Don't try to live over here on 1,000 a month. You can do it, but you're going to be pushing it. 1,500, absolutely. Come to a place like San Carlos City. Rent's low. Now, electric is high, but rent is low. Find you something to do. Find you a mature woman, man, and keep your costs down, because outside of Maryland, my food is my biggest expense. But Maryland and the kids, they take all my money. But I'm happy here, man. Look how clean this place is. This is a beautiful, beautiful place, man. Take care, everybody.
But this little area right here, they kind of fixed it up. It's called Center Mall. It used to be a gym over there. It used to be where we paid our electric bill. So I'm gonna take y'all down by this Gasano Mall, the only mall we have here. And you may be familiar with that Gasano family name. They've got some big malls around the Philippines, but here we just got a basic Gasano. I'll show it to you. But a lot of people like it here. More and more people, certainly my subscribers, they come here and they stay. I had a guy recently from Mexico. I showed him a 1-bedroom apartment. Hell, he ended up getting it the same day. Even the landlord was shocked. But I'm not.
Boots on the ground. Don't do nothing stupid. Give that man his flowers. A tribute through music. If I don't know nothing, I know one thing. When we help others,